Today we're checking out the high gain amps in the, what is it called? DNAfx GiT Pro by Harley Benton. I got my hands on the Harley Benton multi-effects unit, the new, or not new, I don't know, DNAfx GiT Pro, I think. Strange name. But yeah, I was checking out this unit, showed you my first impressions in a video. But today I would like to have a closer look at the high gain amps. So I open up the editor for you here, and I've dialed in a high gain tone with the Marshall JCM800 model. Maybe not that aggressive metal tone, but like my 80s hair metal, maybe. Sounds okay. To be honest, it sounds really nice to me. It feels very nice when playing. And I will keep the setup to show you the differences between the amps. So here we have the tube screamer and the settings. The amp itself, it's the Brit 800 model. The cap section, I'm using the audio 4x12, which comes stock. It's, I think, custom audio electronics. At least I'm guessing that by the name. I was choosing the EL34 tubes. You could choose here 6 or something, but yeah, with the Marshall amp, EL34 seemed to work. And also, I'm using a noise suppressor, which doesn't affect the tone, but an EQ, which does affect the tone, of course. You can see I was adding a little bit of highs, upper mids, reducing the lower mids, and a hall reverb. But let's check out what the other amps can sound like. So here in the amp section, you can see there's some clean amps, but there's also one combo 30 OD, which sounds nice. Maybe it's not the typical high gain amp, but we got a nice lead tone with lots of mids. For metal, I would of course dial out these mids. Also, maybe here we can try to use the other tubes. I think here I would dial out more of these 250 Hertz. Maybe also here these mids. Okay. Anyway, I think this amp model, to me, it seems more or less like a lead, good lead amp. So let's go to the other ones. We have here Gala Combo OD. Okay. Well, that thing has a lot of gain. Wonder what amp this is. Yeah. Very saturated. Glad I found out that amp. It's very nice, I think. Over the tube screamer, if we disengage this. Okay. Oh, maybe the tube screamer is adding a lot of the gain here. So let's reduce the gain here and yeah, sounds nice. What is the other one? ODB? Wow, that's really harsh. And we need more mids. To be honest, I don't like that sound at all. It's better if you reduce the treble. This amp seems to have enough of these 4K frequencies by itself. Very scooped, so now it sounds also nice. I like these tones where you don't have some frequencies which are sticking out and really annoying. And a lot of that has to do with the cap, but also the amp model has to deliver or to contribute to that. And yeah, this scalar combo, it's really nice. I wonder which amp is it? Which real amp? Single star. Okay, it might be the Mesa Lone Star. Also not a high gain amp. Okay, so yeah, we wanted to check out the high gain amps, but started with these more or less rock lead amps. So what else do we have? Citrus. Maybe it's an orange amp. Might be more like a high gain amp. Also a little bit harsh. Lots of bass frequencies. Very saturated again. Of course, the tube screamer, it also makes a lot of difference in this unit. The EQ setting in the tube screamer. Usually, tube screamer is used to boost the mids, and the tube screamer by itself doesn't have bass, middle, and treble control. But if these modeling units come with bass, middle, and treble control, I always start with boosting the mids. But here, it has a very drastic effect. So, especially the bass, as you can see. It adds a lot of bass, which is usually not the case. Usually if you add the bass before the gain stage, then it's more or less in, well, too much unwanted, maybe flubby bass, but here contributes to the overall sound. Anyway, what else? The Archeon, which is a nice amp. PRS Archeon, I think. A little bit honky. Yeah, if we don't boost the mids, then it's not that honky, but of course It's also not high gain, so we need the tube screamer, I think. And maybe the EQ here. Reminds me a little bit of the Peavey 6505, but without this annoying phasing thing which the 6505 has. So this is more well-rounded. And the Brit amps, the JTM45 created a patch with that amp here. It's also well, maybe a little bit too much gain again. Well, how was that played? I don't know. Without the EQ. And the EQ seems to polish it a little bit. Also, what's really nice with this EQ, you can see these frequencies here are addressed. But there's another 5-band EQ, graphic EQ, which addresses other frequencies here. If you use this one, get a little bit of a different sound. But I personally like that because with these graphic EQs, sometimes they're fitting to the tone stack of the amp, sometimes not so. So here you have 2 EQs where you can choose from at least. Or of course you can use the parametric EQ where you can adjust the frequency by yourself. But that seems to be a little bit too complicated for many people. Okay, well, we will skip now the Brit 800, Brit 900. Maybe you can check out the Brit 900 briefly. Wow. Again, very scoop. Here I would reduce these frequencies. But let's go to the real high gain amps. Okay, here we have the Friedman. Our EQ. Maybe let's turn off the EQ and try to play around here with the presets. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of background noise when playing, which is filtered out by this, but anyway, I don't know where this comes from. but I can't get rid of it. Sounds more or less like something which you would get from single coils usually, but this guitar is humbuckers, so I don't know. The amp models seem to be a little bit noisy. Yeah, but the Friedman amp is an amp which sounds really fat in reality. By the way, I disengaged the function where the corresponding cap block is always set to the amp, because I don't like it. Usually I like to use the same cap for every amp which I use. Excuse me. Also, of course, we want to compare the amps, not the caps here. Yeah, okay. And what else? The audio, maybe this is the amp for that, which is supposed to be used with this IR. If it's really the custom audio electronics, then might be an amp with 606s. Yeah, well, we cannot get really high gain sounds without the tube screamer, or at least boosting the amp. And what else do we have? Using Kettner. Sounds really reminds me of the JCM 800 here. The 5153 crunch. Okay, here we need more gain from the tube screamer. I wonder why this unit is always changing the settings here. Selecting a new amp. Maybe we can try to reduce the volume here. Let's see if we get rid of this annoying. It's still there. Peavey 6505. We need more here. also not bad. Here maybe you can hear this little bit phasiness, which I would call it. The 6505 has, but yeah, it's a good amp model here. But as well, we have a lot of these amps left, I think. Maybe let's go to the Shiver. Sounds great, right out of the box. Maybe the Bogner Shiva. Bogner Ecstasy, I guess. I don't know, but it has something to do with the manufacturers in this unit, but the Bogners and also the Marshalls, they seem to sound really nice. As some other amps, they need a little bit help, I think. A little bit tweaking at least. Also the Ecstasy. Which has a huge amount of bass in reality. But here it's more or less similar to the Shiver. Kaylee V, maybe the Mesa Mark V amp with a pre-gain tone stack in reality. Lacking some bass here, I think. Usually you would dial in this V curve, which I did hear a little bit with this EQ, but I think they didn't model this tone stack here in the amp section as a pre-gain tone stack. If that was the case, then you could use this as a boost, but this seems to influence the overall output. Like with the post-gain tone stack control. Yeah, the thing with these Mesa Mark series amps, they're completely different to dial in and to use than most other amps. Rectifier. 606, yes. Yeah, this, by the way, this cab is a little bit dark sounding. But I personally prefer these kind of cabs, and I have to say this Rector sounds really nice in my opinion. We have this sizzle. Yeah, that sounds really nice, better than in many other modeling units. Soldier, maybe a Soldano. Maybe we need the graphic EQ here. Sorry, it's too much gain. But these amps, they seem to behave really different as far as the gain control is concerned. sounds also nice. Here we have the Engl's Powerball, I think. Powerball is an amp which has lots of bass frequencies. I own the real amp. This sounds really nice to me. A little bit different from the Marshall amps. A little bit more accurate. So, in a way that you can hear every note. Very separated from each other, if that makes sense. It has another distortion channel with more distortion, but I think I'd prefer this one. Severe, maybe the Engl Savage. Yeah, there you can hear the difference between the Savage and the Powerball. I own both of these amps. Usually the Savage and the Powerball, they don't need a boost, but they have a 2 gain control, at least the Savage. Okay. Well, then we have 2 left. The Diesel VH4, one of my favorite amps. With too much gain here. I wonder if we can cut off everything here, very aggressive. Nice. Yeah, and I'm running out of time, but we have one amp left, which is a physicist. I don't know what this amp is. Dr. Z. So if you have any idea, please post in the comment section what this amp is. I'm too lazy to look up in the manual. Yeah, so I think this unit has lots of great high gain amps. Especially I would recommend the Marshall amps, but also the Powerball, Recto and the VH4. And yeah, I think I will check out the other amps in another video. So subscribe to my channel, hope to see you soon.